Tell me about it. What he got?
Nothing.
Tank, tell me about him. What he got? Nothing. These are the savage words uttered by Gervonta Davis mid-round when he was fighting Ryan Garcia. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Showtime just released the epilogue. Great. I think they should win an Emmy. It was great programming, and it was the conclusion, the official conclusion to Ryan Garcia stepping up in caliber by a long shot and fighting Gervonta Davis. Now, the clip you've seen at the beginning, obviously I can't play the actual clip for copyright reasons, but Floyd Mayweather was ringside, and Gervonta Davis was once signed with Mayweather Promotions and came up in the gym. So Floyd Mayweather was paying homage, and he wanted to be there for this big fight and big moment for Gervonta Davis. Davis getting his real, true pay-per-view that did over $1 million and things like that. So Floyd was there to support. Now Floyd was just, I guess, concerned in the ring. Not that Tank was losing or anything, but he was like, "Yo, tell me what he got." Like, he just wanted a debriefing, like a breakdown, because obviously Floyd, being a fighter, he knows boxing, but he's not in the ring with Ryan, so he's not able to see or feel whatever Ryan's like throwing and whatever Tank's feeling. So in that moment, Floyd says, Tank, tell me about him. What's he got? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's he working with? And the savage response from Gervonta Davis was nothing. He said Ryan Garcia had nothing. Gervonta Davis humiliates Ryan Garcia. Listen, this was a great show, the epilogue. I know people get mad when I say I told you so, but I told you so. When it came to this fight, I told you this was going to be one of my easiest fight predictions. I put it in the same category as Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia, where you had Mikey Garcia, who was posing with his shirt off like a kangaroo, you know, flexing and all this type of stuff. And he's a respected and known name in the boxing circles. His brother is a former two-time champion, great trainer. And people were buying into that. Mikey was like, I see something. And I'm like, I don't understand what people are saying. I rate Mikey Garcia. If it wasn't against Errol Spence, you know, depending on who it was against, I would probably pick Mikey Garcia. But on my channel, when it comes to these breakdowns, I keep showing you I'm great. I keep breaking it down. Anybody could pick a winner and a loser. That's not it. But what I'm telling you will happen is what happens. And that's what separates me from a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't know boxing. Like Roger Mayweather said, most don't know ish about boxing. They showing don't, right? And I told you this fight with Gervonta Davis, when you strip away, in fact, I'm going to show you guys I said unpopular opinion. If you take away stats, followers, and emotions being a big one, I think it's a mismatch in skills and experience. I even put the crystal ball for Ego Stradamus. # Davis Garcia, # Ego. You guys look at the date. Obviously, April 20th was before they actually fought. And, you know, I know my stuff. So I seen this fight being a big fight, but I seen it being the Tank show and kind of a coming out party for Tank. And ultimately, that's what it was. Now, Tank also mentioned this, which may be of interest to some of you. In this Showtime All Access epilogue, Tank Davis was saying, he was telling his mans or his brother or whoever was in the back, I couldn't see exactly who he was talking to, but if you watch this epilogue, he was saying that Ryan Garcia is slow. He says he was like, it sounded like his man was like, nah, you know, you were just in the zone. And he's like, nah, he's slow. Like, he sounded surprised because he almost expected, this is just my interpretation of it, it seemed like Gervonta Davis expected more from Ryan Garcia in the speed department because that's what he's known for. Everyone raves about his speed. I mean, he's even done stuff where he had the flash suit and things like that. So I think Ryan speed was quote unquote overrated to Tank because when he got in there with Ryan Garcia, he felt the speed was very manageable, if you will. And I've been in boxing a long time. I know a lot of guys say a lot of things, some of which sounds delusional, like some of the things Teofimo says. I slipped, I wasn't knocked down, and I beat Kambosos. Canelo says he beat Bivol, so I get it. There's a lot of times where boxers will just make up stuff and they're too prideful to admit, or, you know, they'll just say anything. But I actually don't think Gervonta Davis is just jawing by saying that he felt Ryan Garcia was slow, because if you look at it, his defense remained tight and he wasn't getting hit with foolish shots. He wasn't getting hit with like silly shots from Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia's best punch was maybe in round 6. He landed a right hand, and you look at his left hand and his left hook, primarily what he's known for, he really couldn't get that off on Tank. And it's funny that a lot of people don't even mention this, but leave it to your boy Ego to mention it. People keep looking like Tank Davis is this brute and he's just like a come forward Ruslan Provodnikov because he has power. For some reason in our boxing culture, we've gotten to the point where if you have power, sometimes people don't assess your actual skill set. Just because I think so many guys in boxing history, throughout history, have had power and they've been kind of one-dimensional. So when people see power punchers, they automatically assume that everybody fights one-dimensionally and is just an offensive guy, like a Ruslan Provodnikov, kind of John Molina Jr., you know, just a guy with a big punch. But I've been telling you guys for a while that Tank is more than that. He can actually fight like toe-to-toe, but he could also box, and he has a lot of skills. I've seen it, and he's explosive. Look at the fight with Ryan. Ryan Garcia thought he was doing something in round 2, got mad aggressive, and he got sat down. Now, I want to talk about this too. Anybody who's scoring round 2 for Ryan, I really question your sanity, because even on the epilogue, I think they did a good job showing the shots. Ryan was roughhousing, using elbow, pushing, rabbit punching back of the head, and fans were emotionally getting hyped, but he wasn't really doing much. But all that was equalized when Tank Davis sat him down viciously, and for the next 3 rounds, Ryan Garcia was very tentative and hesitant to come forward as aggressive as he was doing in round 2. So that alone shows me that he completely neutralized Ryan Garcia and tamed him, at least for several rounds, and then he knocked him out. Like Ryan started to come back round 6, but then he got knocked out in round 7. So I don't see how anyone was giving round 2 to Ryan Garcia. Anyway, it all ended by vicious body shot. Tank Davis is the man. He questioned Ryan Garcia's speed, says he was slow, and said Ryan had nothing for him, which is exactly what Boxingego predicted. You guys listen to Oscar De La Hoya because he's a gold medalist. You listen to B-Hop. You listen to Ryan Garcia's confident. See, I'm not sold by just confidence. People can appear confident and really be completely nervous. There's some people who can, you know, deliver speeches, but their nerves are like not visible to people. So it takes more than just words. I'm about actions, and I knew Tank was the man for that. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the best in the business.